Good morning, people. My name is Lucas Raspaglisi, manager of the human resources sector of the company Foggies. Today, we have a brief survey about the owners of the company, where we will thoroughly investigate their roles and their purpose on this company. First of all, I will have some questions. Let's start with the CEO of the company, Santiago Sonino, please. Hello,
How are
Santiago.
you, Lucas? Thank
Really
you
good.
for the invitation.
No, please. I have some questions because we are trying to create a survey with the data that we collected from some of the managers. And well, as we know, you are the CEO. The first question that I have is if you could please explain what is Foggies about, the company. What is about the company?
Yes, yes, we are Foggies. We are a group of people that has decided to implement an app to satisfy a need that has appeared nowadays in the nowadays society. It's very common today that many people who has pets such as dog or cats, they need to satisfy the needs of their pets, maybe having a bath or taking them out for doing their necessities, and they don't have the time to do it. They have many other responsibilities to cover, such as working or studying. So they are in a complication because they need more time. So we try to bring them a solution, and an app where you can not only contact people to take them out for peeing and all that things, but also with beds, with refugees in case, well, we will go after with that part, but with beds, so they need to have a bath or something with their hygiene or vaccination, etc. So that's our idea in this app, to satisfy this need, and not only in a legal framework of course, but yes, exactly that is the main objective.
Interesting. Could you please explain your role on the company? What is your role about?
Well, yes, I am the CEO. I am in charge of administrating the company, not only our members, but also making sure that the needs from the clients, all the parts of the company, the clients, the customers, the beds, our connections, our employees, so they are all satisfied with this app, and making sure that we are on the correct direction and not go to other parts.
Yeah. Interesting. Could you please tell us what you like the most about the company? Is it the workers?
What I like the most, yes, I think what I like the most is the that we were original creating this idea, because I think what makes something an idea, what gives value to an idea is that it is made to satisfy a need. I know there are other ideas that maybe are great, but I think it has an extra value when this idea is also helping the society and its members, and also our pets, because they are also living beings that they deserve to a correct care, and maybe something sometimes it is complicated for their owners. Maybe sometimes they don't have time, so we give them the solution to them and to their pets.
All good, thank you for all the data. Next, we're going to talk with Justo, the head of marketing and sales.
Hi, Lucas, how are you?
Really good, thank you. Well, as I was telling Santiago, we have several questions. It would be nice if you respond them with being like pretty honest, let's say. But yes, our first question is, what is your role on the company?
Perfect. My role as a company is being the head of marketing and sales. What we do here is to prevent any mistake that the company may have, maybe charging something that could be more expensive, or being able to reduce our cost and to produce more of our product. That is this service of taking a dog for a walk.
Pretty interesting, right? Do you have some company objectives on that specific area? Like, what are your objectives?
Well, of course, I think that every area should have some mainly objectives so that we could be focusing on what we have to do. First of all, I think that our objective is to catch this customer that will be aimed for this app, will be aimed for people that live alone, be young people, maybe rounding 20 or 30 years old, to make them the life easier. To maybe if they want to have a drink with some friends, or going on a trip to a field, maybe on the weekends, they have some place that their dog should be a safe place. These refugees that we are in contact with, our first objective is mainly as I was saying, the possibility of making time easier for these young people, and also as our app also have this possibility of taking a dog that was left alone on the street, of being able to take this dog, take a picture of it, tell us where the dog is, take it to a refugee, and being able of get a follow-up of this dog, a photo of it, where if it was adopted or not, how is it going, if they put a name on it, maybe because if it was on the street, they wouldn't have a name.
Yes. Definitely agree with you. The last question, let's say, do you think that your area has a weak point or not at the moment being?
I think every area has some weak points, because if it would be perfect, we would be millionaires already. But as my role was to motivate our workers, making them giving 100% of them while doing the job, I think our weak point might be the part of salaries. We believe that we of taking the system of payment to our crew by commission. This commission will be an 8% of each walk they made. It's pretty high by the job they made, but it's not quite likely by our crew. This is why this is something that we need to talk about. We need to discuss, maybe agree on some terms to be happy, us as owners and them as worker for us. This crew, by working by commission, may and should earn every single penny that they get. Being this possibility of the commission, as I said before, I think they will motivate them on keep on going and keep on working for us. And something that I want to add is that the donation of this app that we'll receive are going 100% to refugees, starting with our first partner, Zaguates, because they were the first one to trust us, and us as owners of this company are very happy with them, and we are very thankful for them to trust us and to have a good image of us, giving the other refugees some kind of backup of what we are. We are a group of people that want dogs to have a home for a dog. Thank you so much.
Perfect. No, thank you. Then I have some questions to Lucas Pando, the lead designer, right, of this team.
Yes. Hi there.
Oh, hi, Lucas. How are you doing?
Hi to you as well.
First question that I have is, if you actually, what is the role on the company? Your role, your specific role.
Well, basically, I work on the visuals of the app. I work partially alongside Lucas Verden, where he works more on the functionality. I work more on the visual, the graphics, and just generally the visuals of the app.
Perfect. Thank you. Do you have something that you like the most about the company?
Well, I'd say I'd like how we're doing basically society a service. We're helping everyone involved. We're helping the workers, we're helping the pets, helping the owners, and well, we're helping even ourselves.
Talking about workers, have you ever received a complaint about the workers or not for the moment?
Well, not that I can say. I don't receive complaints. I am just a designer.
That is actually really good for the survey, right? Does the company, do you have some company objectives on your area of design and programming?
Well, yeah, to make it like the slickest possible, just make it simple, intuitive, just make it so people just of all ages can just look at it and know what they're doing. It could be simple, quick, and just not have any unnecessary steps in it.
Okay, thank you, Lucas. That was quite amazing. And last,
Thank
we're
you.
going to talk with Lucas Barde, right? The lead programmer. Hi, Lucas.
Hi, how are you doing?
Really good. As far as we know, you are in charge of programming about the app. Could you please explain us what is the app about?
The app has three main features. First of all, are some dog services, like
Yes.
for example, having someone walk your dog around. And another of the features is to have an integrated shop, sort of like a Rappi, but with
Exactly.
all the things that your pet may need. And the
Perfect.
third feature we have is reporting lost dogs, so that either a shelter can grab it, or maybe one of our users in us, so that you can go sort of like on a little mini Facebook page on the app where you can find lost dogs and where to find them, and with a picture of them.
Exactly. Do you have, or at least all the programming area has a objective, like for example, finishing the app, or I don't know, something like that?
Well, at the moment, first we have to make everything work, and
Exactly.
something big that we need is to make it really secure, because with the app we're managing a lot of payments, and we need to have them be secure and not having the user have trouble with their credit cards or something after doing something with our app.
Perfect. And last question is, do you think that for example, the design of the app represents what the company is actually like looking to achieve, the objectives that it's trying to achieve? For example, rescuing dogs, finding some shelters. Do you think that it actually represents that?
Well, I believe it does, or at least we're trying it to be. I mean, at the moment we're a small company. We're not a big company. We can't just drop in a million features onto the app.
Yes.
Because it's really expensive. But it's a start point, and we'll be able to get it done. Like, in my opinion, the app is a way so that we can get a lot more donations in for shelters and that kind of stuff, but we need to put in a bit of functionality in there so that people have more of an excuse of just saying, I've downloaded for donating. Well, if you want, you can take a look at the app.
Oh yeah, please. That would be amazing.
Well, right now we're in a bit of a process of redesigning it. So
yes.
It's all drawings.
Well,
but this would be the start screen.
It looks like kind of poor, but yes, I appreciate what you are trying to explain.
We need to have it better done, but this is not the working app.
Please.
So here you can see all of the pages that you kind of have. Like, You have services, shops, donations, and reporting a lost puppy or finding one. And at the bottom, you have your personal settings.
Yes. Perfect.
This is how you can report a lost dog. This is a bit more of that, so that the user that is trying to find a dog can have a reference of what it looks like.
Oh, so you take a picture, right? Yes.
Yeah, and here it's what the other user would look at. They would look at where the dog is, how the dog looks, and they'd go on that while trying to find the dog. Well, here is the donation screen. At the moment, we don't have it programmed in which shelters we will help, but you can select from a few different shelters that represent you the most, and you can put how much you can donate. And
For example,
that's
there
it.
you would be donating $125, right?
Yeah, that's just
You
an
could buy
example.
misiones.
Yeah, bro. Well, and this is the shopping screen where you have categories on what to look at. You have vets near you, and you have discounts, and you can repeat orders. Like if you buy food once a month, you can press on to repeat that order. And then, well, we need to make a little bit of money, so we need ads.
Yes.
Well, this is how the shopping bag would look like, and the checkout. And here are the services that at the moment are available, which you can set a date and an hour for a vet and a haircut or a bath, and you can also call a walker home. Also, if the walker it's not that reliable and it doesn't return home or something, you can put a low rating on him, and if he does something bad, like you see your dog with a little bit of blood, you can report him. And with the hair,
amazing.
and with the vet and the haircut, you can have someone pick up your dog, or you can go and walk him there by yourself. And that
Also,
would be the app.
that is the model, right? Well, so thank you all for coming to the meeting. It was a pleasure talking with you, right? Personally, I can speak with all of you almost every day, so that we have an amazing company protecting the workers and the dogs. So, well, I think that was all. Thank you all for coming, and well, see you probably tomorrow, right?
See you guys.
Yeah, sure.
See you at work.
Thank you for this opportunity. Go Foggies. We
Bye, Santiago.
will
Bye, Lucas.
be the best.
Bye.